evening, everyone, and welcome to today's special meeting. It's an extra special meeting today, and it's a televised special meeting of the Cupertino City Council. This meeting has been called to order. If you can, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Madam City Clerk, roll call, please.
Councilmember Chao.
Here.
Councilmember Moore.
Here.
Councilmember Wei.
Here.
Vice Mayor Fruin.
Here.
Mayor Mohan.
Here.
And Mayor, obviously, Councilmember Wei is participating remotely, and for the purposes of tonight's meeting, I will request roll call votes from council for the meeting.
Okay. Okay, I'd like to start off by when I call your name, if you could just stand and wave or whatever. Patrick Aarons. He's a California State Assembly member. City of Saratoga Council member, Tina Walia. City of Los Gatos Council member, Maria Risto. Where are you? City of Sunnyvale, Vice Mayor Murali Srinivasan. County of Santa Clara Supervisor-elect Margaret Abekoga. Mariko Sayak, Office of the County of Santa Clara Supervisor-elect. Rosemary Kamei, San Jose Vice Mayor. Jeff Moe, Fremont Union High School District Board President. Naomi Matsumoto, Fremont Union High School District Board Vice President. Rosa Kim, Fremont Union High School District Board Trustee. Stanley Coe, Fremont Union High School District Board Trustee. Bilal Aftab, City of Saratoga Vice Mayor. Thank you all for coming. We move on to the public comments section of today's agenda. And this is the only public comment period which is reserved for all items on the agenda. And when I say all items on the agenda, I mean, I don't know if you can see the agenda, but item number 1 is election results. Item number 2 is recognition of outgoing council members, in this case, council member. Then there's the oath of office of recently elected council members. And then there's the election and oath of mayor and vice mayor. And once the mayor is elected, he or she can change the rules a little. Up to that point, these are the rules as it stands now. Anything that I have left out so far, Madam City Clerk?
I believe you've covered it all, Mayor.
Okay. All right, so we will start with the public comments. And how many cards do we have, Madam City Clerk?
Mayor, I have about 44 cards requesting to speak, so that takes us to 133 minutes.
If they speak for how long?
3 minutes is the set standard time allowance.
How many people did you say?
44.
Okay. What is our
Would you
if
like
we
to
do
redu-
90 seconds?
If we do 90 seconds, that's about an hour and 7 minutes. Would you like to reduce it to 90 seconds?
Yes, please.
Okay, so we are reducing, yes.
So we have, how many speakers? 40?
44.
Okay, we have 44 speakers. And just to keep things at a reasonable clip, we will have each speaker speak for 90 seconds. Okay, we can start with the first speaker.
Okay, and if anyone wishing to submit a card still for this item, please submit it in the next 9 minutes. We have Patrick Ahrens, Assemblymember Ahrens first. We have Donna Austin second, and Claudio Bono third. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Mayor. Hello, Council. It's an honor to be speaking before you as the newly elected State Assembly member for Cupertino. I wanted to express my congratulations to Councilmember Moore on your re-election and Councilmember-elect Ray Wang. Where are you, Ray? Hi, Ray. I want to congratulate both of you. I know what it's like to run in a very competitive election here in Cupertino, and I just want to say to you and the whole council, I look forward to working with you. I'm proud to have the headquarters of our district office in the Assembly District here in Cupertino. And now that the election is over, I believe it's a renewed sense of responsibility to serve our mutual constituents. So my office is open. I also have a resolution here on behalf of Senator Becker and myself and the state legislature, commemorating and thanking outgoing Councilmember Hung Wei for her service. Thank you so much, Hung, for all that you've done. And I will say for the new council colleagues, I've had the opportunity to know and work and know your priorities for each and every one of you, and how important it is and how much you all care about the residents. And would ask that we can come together as a city to work on hard and difficult things. I know you have a lot of responsibilities here today, so looking forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Assemblymember Ahrens. Next we have Donna Austin, followed by Claudio Bono, followed by Bilal Aftab. Welcome, Donna.
I'm Donna Austin, a resident. I want to personally thank each of the city council members here, Mayor Sheila Mohan, Vice Mayor J.R. Fruin, Hung Wei, Kitty Moore, and Liang Chao. Thank you for your years of service working together to make this city a wonderful place to live and work in. I want to thank our city manager, Pamela Wu, for her leadership and guidance in achieving our city goals. I want to thank our city attorney, who did an outstanding job guiding us through the legal process of making our city great. I welcome the new city council and urge you to continue the legacy of unity and dedicated service. Thank you for your willingness to serve our community.
Thank you, Donna. Next we have Claudio Bono, followed by Bilal Aftab, followed by Ignatius Ding. Welcome, Claudio.
Good evening, everyone. Claudio Bono here, Cupertino resident, and I would like to officially congratulate Councilmember Moore on her re-election. Additionally, a heartfelt congratulations to Councilmember-elect Ray Wang. I personally thanked him earlier for being so nice to me, especially during the election cycle. I found him to have a great sense of humor, and that's needed on council. I'm here to tell the entire council and newly elected council that you have my full support. I'm grateful for your service and aware that the time that you put on council as well. If I had a wish, it would be that we no longer have a better Cupertino group or a Cupertino for all group, but rather a Cupertino resident working together for the good of our city. Too much negative from either side in my taste, but that's me. I wish the new elected mayor tonight, as well as the vice mayor, good luck as well in your new position. And last but not all, you can always count on me to help whenever help is needed. Last, wishing everybody here at home and in Cupertino happy holiday season and a wonderful 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Claudio. Next, we have Bilal Aftab, followed by Ignatius Ding, followed by Babu Srinivasan. Welcome, Bilal.
Thank you. Thank you for the time today. I want to congratulate Councilmember Moore on her reelection and the newly elected Councilmember Ray. We haven't met, but looking forward to working together. Just wanted to say hello, give you all my congratulations. I also really want to give a hearty congratulations and thank you to outgoing Councilmember Hung Wei. Your resilience, your courage, your bravery, I think has been really inspiring for a lot of people, not just in Cupertino, but across the Bay Area in general. And so for that, we're very appreciative. I think being on City Council is the honor of a lifetime. And speaking in a personal capacity, also a ton of work, as you all know. And I also think it's one of those very cool opportunities that even though you go through what is sometimes a divisive election, you have an opportunity to come together on the other side of that and do what's best for the city. I also think the beauty of 4 years is that everyone gets a shot at being vice mayor and mayor. And so in a personal capacity, I've loved working with all of you and would love to see JR as mayor, but also want to recognize and respect your process. And regardless of the outcome, we're looking forward to working with you. Again, we're your next door neighbors here in Saratoga, and you're welcome anytime. Take care and congratulations.
Thank you, Bilal. Next we have Ignatius Ding, followed by Babu Srinivasan, followed by Jennifer Sharon. And I did see Ignatius. Oh, yes. Welcome, Ignatius.
My name is Ignatius Ding, Mayor and Council members. I'm here to raise objection to recognize Hung Wei as a former member of this council, because it's a failure of the mayor and the vice mayor and the city attorney to hold her responsible to affirm the state law. All election officials must reside in the jurisdiction full time. And also the city code requires written official approval of leave of absence more than 90 days. No elected official can manage from thousands of miles away, let alone from another country. This failure is catastrophic. I remember Hung Wei lied to Channel 7 about the Valco has a training center. Turned out it's a bus stop. And I have the clip to prove it. And this failure of the council must on record to apologize to all residents of Cupertino, because this overlook a set of precedent is not acceptable. It's illegal and should be pursued. I put a notice to the city attorney who bullied everybody, so I don't expect he will act properly.
Thank you, Ignatius. Next we have Babu Srinivasan, Jennifer Sharon, followed by Muni Maripatla. Welcome, Babu.
Thanks for the opportunity to talk to the people of Cupertino. I appreciate everybody, Kitty Moore, Ray Wang, Raj Singh, Hung Wei, Gilbert Wang, Barry Chang, Claudia Bono. Election should be competitive, and a coin has got two sides. Everybody has their own opinions. The healthy competition, where it turned out to be like 68 votes separating the second place. I appreciate every people who voted in this election, because we as individual need to have a say in city for us to be run by people who we need, not by people who come by force. Now the election is over. I want everybody to be in one side. There is no more two sides. Everybody being city of Cupertino, I want them to act together. I feel strongly two wrongs cannot be making it as a correct. So everything that needs to be undone needs to be undone, and then we look forward for good things to happen. I like Liang Chao as a mayor and Kitty Moore as vice mayor going forward for the benefit of the Cupertino city, and Cupertino should be run for Cupertino, not for others. As Cupertino comes first, Mayor, keep it in mind. Thank you.
Thank you, Babu. Next we have Jennifer Sharon, followed by Munibadi Patla, followed by Sashi Bigor. Welcome, Jennifer.
Good evening, Mayor Mohan, Vice Mayor Fruin, and council members and staff. And I want to say a special thank you to Hung Wei tonight for all of her service. We really have appreciated having her on council and everything she's done for the city. Tonight, I actually want to encourage you to elect Vice Mayor Fruin as our city's next mayor. He's the appropriate and best choice for this. Besides his personal qualifications, it's also important to recognize that passing over our vice mayor sends the wrong signal about our city. The council has said that they support our residents that are in the LGBTQ+ community. But those are just empty words if it doesn't result in action when the opportunity presents itself. This is the opportunity that we can to elect our first gay mayor. And it might even be the first one in the South Bay. I don't know, I didn't look. Show us that you walk the walk and not just talk the talk by electing him as vice mayor for this year in 2025. Thank you for considering my input.
Thank you, Jennifer. Next we have Muni Mari Patla, followed by Sashi Bigora, followed by Peggy Griffin. Welcome, Muni.
Good evening, Mayor and the City Council. My name is Muni Madipatla, a longtime resident and an active resident of Cupertino. Thanks for the opportunity to speak. I'd like to congratulate Councilmember Kitty Moore and Councilmember-elect Ray Wang for winning the elections by running a positive grassroots campaign despite vicious attack by some disgruntled ex-mayors and real estate lobby. Kitty, you have served us honorably over the last 4 years, and thank you for stepping up to serve us for 4 more years. Ray, I can't imagine the pain and suffering you had to endure to get here. I admire your resiliency. Thank you for putting up with the smear bloggers of Cupertino. Working with you on the Planning Commission, I heard you say on several occasions, let us hear from the residents. Former council member John Willie used to be the champion of residents for 4 years. He always led with residents first mindset. I'm sure you're going to bring back residents first mindset to the city council. Last but not the least, I request you to elect senior most council member Dr. Liang Chao, serving us for 6 years as the next mayor, and the next senior most council member Kitty Moore, serving us for 4 years as vice mayor. Mayor Mohan, thank you for your service. We really appreciate it, and especially during the most difficult time of SB 403, we appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you, Muni. Next we have Sashi Bigor, followed by Peggy Griffin, followed by Vikram Saxena. Welcome, Sashi.
Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I'd like to start, of course, by congratulating Kitty Moore and Ray Wang. Phew, 63 votes, man. That was a lot of work we had to do. But I'm very glad that our city is a better Cupertino today than it was maybe 2 years ago or even 1 year ago. Let's make sure it's livable. But all jokes apart, we have a lot of work ahead of us. I expect that you'd all work together, which is what we expected even of the previous council. We don't need any more drama. We want to see some real work being done. We want to make sure that certain things are rolled back, especially the part about written communications. We don't have to remind you guys to include it. We'd expect that it will be automatically included. And to the point of who should be the mayor, obviously the most experienced person. I'm looking forward to having Liang Chao as the mayor and Kitty Moore as the vice mayor. I guess the other set, we missed the opportunity to have Vice Mayor Fruin as the mayor last time. Too bad, but this is how it's going to be, I think. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Sashi. Next we have Peggy Griffin, followed by Vikram Saxena, followed by San R. Welcome, Peggy.
Good evening, council members and staff. I'd like congratulations to both Kitty and Ray, and welcome to the dais for the next 4 years. We are thrilled to have you representing us. I'd also like to thank Mayor Mohan for her service as mayor this year, and also to Councilmember Hung Wei for her service. On that note, I'd like to recommend that you appoint Councilmember Chao as mayor and Councilmember Kitty Moore as Vice Mayor. Both have the knowledge and experience to represent and lead Cupertino well. Thank you.
Thank you, Peggy. Next we have Vikram Saxena, followed by San R, followed by Patrick Kwok. Is Vikram, I don't see Vikram. Hey, welcome, San.
I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate Councilmember Kitty Moore for a campaign very well run and for a victory that reflected the respect that you have earned from residents of Cupertino. I'd like to congratulate Ray Wang, Councilmember-elect, an excellent example and a role model citizen of Cupertino. Despite all the smear that was done, Cupertino residents look at Ray Wang as the best of what we have to offer, and we are proud to have Ray Wang stepping up on dais today. I'd like to ask that Council-elect Liang Chao for mayor and Kitty Moore for vice mayor. They deserve this. It reflects the mandate of the voters, and it reflects what people have seen over the past 2 years and what they want to see over the years coming up. We hope that council returns to one that works for residents, where we don't have to come in here repeatedly asking for issue after issue and being turned on deaf ears. And let's hope that looking forward, the only time we come back here again is in 2 years to congratulate the next election and the next council results. I hope at the end of this process, we will also see a better governance in the city, more transparency, and the return of procedures in the council manual that have been undone over the last year. I look forward to hybrid meetings. I look forward to oral comments being the full period of time that residents would like. And I look forward to being able to hear back from council members without being charged of councilmanic interference when they take on residents' problems. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Patrick Kwok, followed by Neil Park McClintock, followed by Dr. Clifton DeBring.
Good evening, mayors and city council and city staff. Patrick Kwok here, Cupertino residents. And I think tonight should be a happy moment in which we thank the outgoing council members and not to be critical of them, because they have done a good job, despite that we have a lot of challenges for the past year, housing and also budget deficit. And want to thank the past council members for doing a good job. And I know that it's a lot of sacrifice away from families to spend out in the city council for meetings, and a lot of commitment and a lot of dedication to the community services, to this community. But thank you very much for the council for doing a good job, and also city staff. And I welcome the new council coming in, and I'm looking forward to work with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. Next we have Neil Park McClintock, followed by Dr. Clifton DeBring, followed by Siva. Is Neil, there you are, I see Neil. Welcome, Neil.
Sorry about that. Hello, Mayor and Council. Happy holiday season. First, I want to give a heartfelt thank you to Councilmember Wei for everything, for your service. Leading Cupertino, especially during such divisive times, is really a thankless job. We know you stay up countless nights to create a strong sense of community that we all desire. But as we say thank you, we also know that you are not saying goodbye, because we know you'll remain an absolute force in Cupertino. As we look ahead to our first big decision of the new council, and I know it's very unlikely, but I would like to encourage the council to consider Vice Mayor Fruin to be our next mayor. Only 4% of the county is LGBTQ identifying, including myself, and having grown up here within such a small minority, and during that bullying and isolation, it would mean a lot to me and so many others to have our first openly LGBTQ identifying mayor. Of course, identity alone is not a qualification in itself, but also JR understands governance very well. He understands process, state and local law, and has really strong partnerships throughout the county, including with many people here today. Some of our biggest challenges will require a lot of regional coordination, and I trust JR to be the leader in charge to do that. I also hope as well that we can build bridges, and I also hope that Councilmember Wang uses the second chance as an opportunity to be a better leader and not target people in the community who disagree. Thank you.
Thank you, Neil. Next, we have Dr. Clifton Derbing, followed by Siva, followed by Eric Pokwan. Welcome.
Dear council members, it would be an honor and privilege to elect the current Cupertino Vice Mayor, J.R. Fruin, for our next mayor. The position of mayor is not about personal power, but about leadership, true leadership, requiring vision, experience, honesty, and commitment to building bridges, not walls. Given his extensive resume, J.R. embodies all of these qualities. As his husband, I've had the unique experiencing of witnessing J.R.'s endless commitment to service. After long days serving District 1 in San Jose, J.R. spends several hours afterwards researching policy in county for state, reviewing Cupertino agendas and staff reports, responding to resident concerns, and collaborating with neighbor communities. I miss my husband, but it is for the good to support our city together. As you can see here tonight, JR clearly has the heart to unite diverse people, including elected officials from other areas, as demonstrated by his years of experience in advocacy. As you all know, Cupertino has a long history of not fully supporting all of its entire community, especially people of fewer means, younger generations, LGBTQ+ individuals, and communities of color that are continuing to face discrimination. So tonight, I do urge you to set aside political and personal differences, take a historical step together, and support J.R. Fruin as the first openly gay mayor to lead Cupertino in 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Derbing. Next, we have Siva, followed by Eric Pokwan, followed by Danielle and Sean. Welcome, Siva.
Hi, good evening. Congratulations to Kitty Moore and Ray Wang for you for getting re-elected, and Ray Wang for the election, winning the election here. And also thanks to the outgoing Councilmember Hung Wei for her service. I'm hoping that you will elect Liang Chao as the mayor and Kitty Moore as the vice mayor. Please work together to serve the residents and for the betterment of the city. Thank you.
Thank you, Siva. Next, we have Eric Pokwan, followed by Daniel and Sean, followed by Stephen Scharf. Welcome, Eric.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and Council members. My name is Eric Boycon, and I'm an employee of the Cupertino Library, speaking here tonight on behalf of myself. First, I want to extend a congratulations for the re-election of Councilmember Moore and newly elected Councilmember Ray Wang. In these challenging times, I think that Cupertino needs a leader with a vision and compassion to unite us and tackle issues ahead. I believe that Vice Mayor J.R. Fruin is that leader. His commitment to equity, inclusivity, and progress reflects the values that make Cupertino a special place. Despite facing adversity and marginalization in the city he grew up in, Vice Mayor Fruin has risen to serve Cupertino with integrity and courage. He has championed affordable housing, advocated for sustainable development, and worked tirelessly to protect city services. When California Department of Tax and Fee Administration implemented changes that significantly reduced Cupertino's revenue, Vice Mayor Fruin, alongside staff and city leadership, took decisive action to minimize the impact on residents and ensure essential services continued. Tonight, Cupertino has an opportunity to make history again, just like it did in 2022, in electing its first openly gay council member. This council can make another bold step in selecting Vice Mayor Fruin as its next mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Next, we have Danielle and Sean, followed by Stephen Scharf, followed by Vinod Balakrishnan.
Hi, good evening, Mayor and council members. My name is John Tang, and I'm here tonight representing the Cupertino Chamber of Commerce. On behalf of the Chamber, we want to extend our warm congratulations to Councilmember Moore for your re-election to the council, and to Councilmember-elect Wang for your election to the council. We also like to extend our warm appreciation to outgoing Councilmember Hung Wei for her many, many years of dedicated service to the community, not just here on the council, but also in many other areas. as well. The Cupertino Chamber of Commerce and the city has long been partners to support the local business community. At no time was this more important than during the pandemic that we recently faced and are still coming out of, where your actions help to support in particular the small businesses. A healthy local economy provides a high quality of life for all of its residents. We look forward to continuing that work with you and staff, and in that effort, making Cupertino a better place to live, work, and serve. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Next we have Stephen Shar, followed by Vinod Balakrishnan, followed by Chin Pan. Welcome, Stephen.
Congratulations to Kitty and Ray, and best wishes to outgoing Councilmember Hung Wei. We're all thinking of you and hope you have a speedy recovery. Now comes the hard part, governing. Restoring transparency, accountability, and trust. These are of paramount importance. It's now up to Kitty, Ray, presumptive Mayor Chao, and hopefully the other two council members to act quickly to regain the public's confidence in their government. I had a list of 31 things to address, but I cut it down since it's only 90 seconds. First, reestablish the Environmental Review Committee, the Legislative Review Committee, and the Economic Development Committee, and undo the damage done to the Audit Committee. Look at the housing element and move some units that are in inappropriate areas for high density to more appropriate locations where the property owner has already expressed an interest in adding additional floors. Help RV dwellers find permanent residency and then pass a RV parking law. Increase impact fees to the levels that Nexus studies recommend. This is something that the state has been imploring cities to do because they often pass unfunded mandates that are up to the city to fund. Increase the inclusionary housing requirement for rentals to 20%, the same as for sale. And look at changing from a general law city to a charter city. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. Next we have Vinod Balakrishnan, followed by Chin Pan. Welcome, Vinod.
Good evening, City Mayor and Council members. I'm Vinod Balakrishnan, a Cupertino resident. Today is a happy day. I could see a lot of happy faces in this room. We don't get to see that quite often. Congratulations, Kitty Moore and Ray Wang. And I would like to recommend Liang Chao as the next city mayor. She was the vice mayor 3 times before. And also would like to see Kitty Moore as the vice mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinod. Next we have Chin Pan, followed by Connie Cunningham, followed by Venkat Raghunathan. Welcome, Chin.
Good evening. My name is Chin Pan, and I'm a library commissioner, also Cupertino Library Foundation board member. I speak for myself, and I'd like to congratulate Kitty Moore and Wei Wang for your election to be a new city council, and I also like to thank you, Wei Wang, for her years dedication service to Cupertino and the support of the library expansion project and her general donations to the expansion project. Also thank Wei and for her support to the Asian America Multicultural Festival that hosted in the Library Plaza. And as working with Liang for the next several years, and she was the vice mayor for 3 years, and I want to suggest we select her as the mayor, and because her campaign for the library expansion project for her tenure here from beginning to the project completion. Because of this new project completion, now the Cupertino number of program attendees become #1 among all 7 Santa Clara County libraries, which was the number when I first was the library commissioner. We are #1 in every single other numbers, like gate counter, book card checkouts. But when we presented the number of programs and attendees, Cupertino way behind. Now we are become #1 again. So thank you for your service.
Thank you, Chin. Next we have Connie Cunningham, followed by Venkat Raghunathan, followed by Urs Mader. Welcome, Connie.
Thank you, and good evening.
Mayor Moen, Vice Mayor Fruin, and council members and staff. I am Connie Cunningham, Housing Commission, speaking for myself only. The Charter of the Housing Commission focuses on below market rate housing, a special interest of mine because of my personal history. First, I want to thank and honor Councilmember Hung Wei for her service to our community on City Council. Her leadership was powered by her interest in people and her belief in building relationships as the foundation of our community. I wish Hung Wei good health, great happiness, and prosperity. Second, I congratulate Councilmember Kitty Moore and Councilmember-elect Ray Wang for winning this election. With that, I note that Ray Wang's vote margin was only 63 votes more than Rod Sink's. This narrow victory shows that the new council will need to reach out to all residents, not only those who voted for them. Working with Mayor Sheila Mohan and Vice Mayor Fruin will be key to those efforts. I urge that Vice Mayor Fruin be selected as mayor for this next year, with Kitty Moore voted as vice mayor. This vote will demonstrate that the new council is willing to use all of its expertise provided by council members. JR is an experienced attorney, and as people have mentioned, he is the first openly gay person to serve on our council, and it would be a wonderful example for our city and for the city and the county and our state to have him.
Thank you, Connie. That is your time.
Thank you.
Next, we have Venkat Raghunathan, followed by Urs Mader, followed by Ryan Goldsey. Welcome, Venkat.
Hi. Good evening, Council and Mayor. I am Venkat Raghunathan, a long-time resident of the city. I thank the outgoing council for the service, and my congratulations to Kitty Moore on her re-election and Ray Wang for getting elected to the council after a well-run positive campaign. The last term saw a few high and low notes, including the resolution against SB 403, which was a high note. Thanks in particular to Kitty and Liang during that process. But we also saw the sacrifice of Sri Milind Makwana just outside this building also. That's a low note, from the last council term. Going forward, I would like today for Liang Chao, who has been serving this city for 6 years with a good understanding of the pulse of the city as well as the resident needs, as the new mayor, and Kitty Moore, serving the council for 4 years with great dedication as the vice mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Venkat. Next, we have Urs Mader, followed by Ryan Goldsey, followed by Naidu Bolanini.
Hi, my name's Urs. I live kind of across the street from Ray. We're on the same street. I was here, I don't know, it's been a year and a half, I guess, when Ray's crucifixion was orchestrated by the previous council. It motivated me to actually come up here and speak and come to council. I think it's despicable. I hope we never see that kind of activity here again. And the fact that he won, I think, says a lot, even by the 60 votes. Says a lot about the support he has in the community. It wasn't an easy election, I'm sure, on all sides. I hope, we can let bygones be bygones. We're all friends here, I hope, in the end. Even though a lot of really vicious things were said through the election, I hope we can bury that stuff and move forward. Congratulations to Kitty and Ray for winning seats, and for everyone on the council that's worked hard. I know it's not an easy job, no matter what your positions are and things. Just let's keep it clean. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Urs. Next, we have Ryan Goldsey, followed by Naidu Bolanini, followed by Jennifer Griffin. Welcome, Ryan.
Good evening. My name is Ryan Goles. I'm a housing commissioner and a board member for the Cupertino Chamber of Commerce. However, tonight I'm speaking on behalf of myself. I would like to publicly thank our elected officials and our city staff for the hard work that has been done this past year. A special thank you to Mayor Mohan and Vice Mayor Fruin for your leadership, and also thank you to outgoing Councilmember Hung Wei for her service. I agree with the statement that with 4-year terms, the council members will have the opportunity to serve as mayor and vice mayor. So for the sake of continuity and leadership and support of the important work that has been done previously, I would recommend selecting Vice Mayor J.R. Fruin as the next mayor and Kitty Moore as the next vice mayor. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Thank you, Ryan. Next we have Naidu Bolanini, followed by Jennifer Griffin, followed by Richard Mellinger. Welcome, Naidu.
My name is Naidu Bolanini, 22-year resident of Cupertino. I'm here to thank outgoing member Hung Wei and also congratulate Kitty Moore, who got re-elected, and the new member-elect Ray Wang as well. And as our representatives, I respect and thank you for all your time and contribution. And at the same time, as a resident, I expect you to represent the residents and the residents at most, and not the outside interests. And if I may call this as a microcosm of foreign interference, I respect that, and I expect that you work with the residents and work for the residents. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Naidu. Next we have Jennifer Griffin, followed by Richard Mellinger, followed by Sue Moore. Welcome, Jennifer.
Good evening, City Council. Congratulations on Kitty and Ray being elected to office. Thank you so much to our outgoing mayor and vice mayor. This is a very, very tough job. There's time away from your family. No one voluntarily steps into this without having the family become, you realize how important family time is. And I really appreciate the hours that you have taken to try to make Cupertino a place that we all enjoy living. I want to say thank you to Hung Wei for your years of service first time I met her was at an event at the Fremont at Homestead honoring my brothers. We give a jazz award everywhere in honor of my brother's passing. And I met Hung there. My family has met her. We are very, very hopeful that she will have a very, very successful recovery. Thank you so much to everyone that has been trying to make sure that this upcoming years are great ones for Cupertino. On that respect, I would like to have Liang be our new mayor. She has served with grace and honor the entire time. I would like Kitty to be the vice mayor, and good luck to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Next we have Richard Mellinger, followed by Sue Moore, followed by Rosa Pellicer. Welcome, Richard.
Good evening, honorable mayor and council members. My name is Richard Mellinger. I have the great honor to represent the city of Sunnyvale District 5 as council member, though I'm here tonight solely in my own capacity. I want to begin by thanking outgoing council member Hung Wei for her many years of dedication and service, not just to Cupertino, but on the Fremont Union High School board. You are a personal inspiration to me. You have set the model of public service, and I will never forget your speech of be honorable. And I wish you the very best and a full recovery. As an out bisexual elected official, I am here tonight to encourage you to elect J.R. Fruin as mayor. Councilmember Fruin is a man with a deep understanding of government and the law, a strong sense of duty and honor, and the highest moral integrity. More than that, as Cupertino's first out gay council member, by electing him as your first out gay mayor, you have the opportunity to make history tonight. Right now, LGBT Americans are facing the rollback of hard-won rights. I have personally heard from LGBTQ+ CUSD students and their families how they feel bullied and afraid. Electing J.R. Fruin mayor and Kitty Moore or Liang Chao as vice mayor will send a powerful message of inclusion, and all you have to do is follow precedent. Thank you very much for your time and consideration.
Thank you, Richard. Next we have Sue Moore, followed by Rosa Pellicer, followed by Jean Bedord. Welcome, Sue.
Hello. Okay, I'm Sue Moore, no relation, but I'm a 44-year resident of Cupertino. So I really admire Hung Wei for her many years of service, and I want to thank her for everything she's done. So much energy she has put into the city, and I think the city has benefited in many ways. Something that is really important to me as a resident is transparency. And I do feel that Liang and Kitty, Liang being mayor and Kitty being vice mayor, would give us the transparency that many of us would like. So it's really important. I do feel that we should elect them, and I appreciate you listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Sue. Next we have Rosa Pellicer, followed by Jean Bedord, followed by Stanley Koo. Welcome, Rosa.
Good evening, and thank you for your service. I am here to express my support for J.R. Fruin for the position of Mayor of Cupertino. J.R. is a well-respected and hardworking member of this community, and he deserves the chance to prove his knowledge and his conviction to serve. Cupertino will be well served by J.R. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosa. Next we have Jean Bedord, followed by Stanley Koo, followed by Rosemary Kamei. Welcome, Jean.
Good evening, Mayor Mahan, council members, and staff. My name is Jean Bedord, and I am a Cupertino resident. I'm here for several reasons. First of all, I would like to thank outgoing Councilmember Hung Wei for her many, many years of service to the community. You have provided a shining example of service to many organizations. And secondly, I'd like to recognize Sheila Mohan for her service as mayor this year. It's been a rough year. Now I would like to congratulate Councilmember Kitty Moore and newly elected Councilmember Ray Wang for a well-organized campaign. You were successful in getting 43% of the vote. Not enough to pass a bond measure, but a plurality nonetheless in this deeply divided election. This means, however, that 57% of the other voters did not vote for you. You need to represent all residents, not just the 43% who voted for you. Many of the 57% majority voters are represented in this room. I urge you to select J.R. Fruin as the next mayor. It's traditional for the vice mayor to rotate into the mayor position. He's done an excellent job for Cupertino, representing the city and establishing relationships with regional bodies, which are crucial to our small city.
Thank you, Jean. That is your time.
Thank you.
Next we have Stanley Koo, followed by Rosemary Kamei, followed by Nisa Fligan. Welcome, Stanley.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor Mohan, Vice Mayor Fruin, and Honorable Council Member. My name is Stanley, and I'm currently serving as a board member of the Fremont Union High School District. However, I want to emphasize that I'm speaking tonight in my personal capacity. First of all, I would like to congratulate our current council member, Kitty Moore, and the newly elected Council Ray Wang for their winning the election. And also, I would like to express my deep appreciation to Councilmember Hung Wei for her tireless dedication and leadership, including her service as a mayor of Cupertino over the past 4 years. Her hard work and significant contributions have made a lasting impact on our city, and I thank her for her remarkable service. I also want to take a moment to thank the current mayor, Sheila Mohan, for her dedication and extraordinary effort to connect with and serve the community during her mayor year. And I look forward to continue to work with her for the benefit of our Fremont Union High School District students and the Cupertino community in the coming years. Finally, I would like to recognize Vice Mayor J.R. Fruin for
Thank
his
you. That
hard
is your
work.
time.
And I recommend that Vice Mayor Fruin
Your time is
to be the-
elapsed, sir. Next we have Rosemary Kamei, followed by Nisa Fligan, followed by Richard Poppin. Welcome, Rosemary.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. I want to thank you for your work and your service. I know all too well how you have to balance and how difficult your job can be sometimes. My name is Rosemary Kamei, and I know some of you know me as a vice mayor of the city of San Jose, and I represent the West Valley, which today I'm a neighbor. But today I'm not here in that capacity. I am here speaking as a longtime resident and as that neighbor. I want to congratulate Kitty Moore for her reelection, and I want to welcome and congratulate Ray Wang on his successful election. I also want to say thank you, and thank you, and thank you so much to Hung Wei for being the wonderful person that she is and her dedication to the city of Cupertino. Over the last year, J.R. Fruin has worked very, very hard to serve you, the city of Cupertino, and the residents as your vice mayor. He has been a collaborator and is always prepared, present, and asks the right questions to a variety of complex issues. He will continue to represent you well as your mayor in the coming year, and I'm urging you to support and vote in favor of Councilmember Fruin for the next mayor of Cupertino, and Kitty Moore as a vice mayor to help build the community and build that community together. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Nisa Fliggin, followed by Richard Poppin, followed by Michael Lomio. Nisa, or Richard, or Michael Lomio. Richard Poppin? Yes. Welcome.
Thank you. Madam Mayor, honorable council members, my name is Richard Poppin. I've worked in Cupertino for more than 11 years. I'm here on behalf of BAMEC, the local LGBTQ PAC, and former Supervisor Ken Yeager, who couldn't be here. We urge you to select J.R. Fruin as mayor. Cupertino has much to be proud of in its support for the LGBTQ community, from Pride Month proclamations to the display of the Queer Silicon Valley exhibit at the library to raising the rainbow flag at Community Hall. You can continue this tradition of inclusion by selecting J.R. J.R. was elected because residents knew he was the best person to represent them. His relationships with local and state officials, including his role as policy director for the vice mayor of San Jose, will be critical as Cupertino navigates regional challenges. His expertise in housing and land use laws makes him uniquely qualified to lead, while as a third-generation resident, also preserving Cupertino's values. By selecting this well-qualified council member, you will reaffirm that all residents can participate fully in civic life. Though the vice mayor is not always selected to be mayor, we hope you will return to your collegial tradition of elevating the vice mayor to be mayor and help us make history. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Michael Lomio, followed by Dave McElroy, followed by Gilbert Wong. Welcome, Michael.
Honorable Mayor and council members, thank you for your public service. My name is Michael Lomio, representing BAMEC as the organization's vice president. BAMEC works to advance LGBTQ rights across Santa Clara County and 3 other counties in our region. I'm here to speak in support of Vice Mayor Fruin as mayor of the fine city of Cupertino. Vice Mayor Fruin leads with kindness and respect and is someone that cares about bringing folks together. The vice mayor, based on his past work, will vote in a fiscally prudent, forward-thinking way. He cares about outcomes, and that's what we need today. He's someone that fights for a more affordable, vibrant future, rainbows and all. On behalf of BAMEC, I hope you decide to vote for Cupertino's first LGBTQ mayor tonight. Tonight, I hope you take a traditional vote on someone who's excitingly untraditional. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Next we have Dave McLeroy, followed by Gilbert Wong, followed by Rong Zhao. Welcome, Dave.
Thank you, and thank you for taking this tough job. I've worked for HOAs, very large ones, for 50 years, and I deal with all of their board of directors, and I see the good ones, the bad ones, and the uninterested ones. I'm here to encourage you all to focus on getting good press for Cupertino. We've had nothing but bad press. I have one particular interest, and that's water conservation. I know that we don't have a good water management plan at the city. I've been trying for years to get the city to do basic things to ensure that if we have another drought, we don't find ourselves killing the plants and wasting water. So I look forward to working with Kitty because I was on the ambassador program with her at Valley Water, and she was the leader for our group. I would like to show her and the rest of you that we can cut the water use by a very significant amount and still keep healthy plants. I've had resistance in the past from staff. I've been advised by a council member to wait another year. I don't want to wait. I want to get ready. It takes a lot of work to get ready for a drought. We're not ready. So I look forward to great governance from all of you, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave. Next we have Gilbert Wang, followed by Rong Zhao, followed by Danessa Tekmansky. Welcome, Gilbert.
Good evening. My name is Gilbert Wang. First, I want to say congratulations to former Mayor and Councilmember Hung Wei. She has worked very hard on this Cupertino City Council, as well as the Fremont Union High School District. So best wishes to you in going forward. I want to say congratulations to Councilmember Kitty Moore for her hard work in this election, as well as Ray Wang for his re-election. Also, I want to say congratulations to Mayor Mohan for this unforgettable year as mayor. I'm sure you will not forget this year. But most importantly, as we learned from this Cupertino City Council election, is our community is divided. And the four of you, plus Councilmember-elect Wang will be making a very important decision today. All and each one of you are qualified to be mayor and vice mayor. I think what all Cupertinos want is not to have a preconceived notion that the majority of the council will elect among those three and the two will suffer, just like how Hung Wei is. And I said, all and each of you, including Councilmember Chao, is qualified to be mayor and vice mayor. If you want to do the right thing to show unity, as I asked 2 years ago to unanimously vote for Mayor Mohan to be mayor, and it was a 5-0 vote, is to pick one person as your mayor and one person as your vice mayor, and you can call whatever group you want. But I was here in 2016 asking for Ross Sinks to be mayor, and that did not happen. So I recommend JR as mayor and vice mayor is.
Thank you, you're muted. Next we have Rong Zhao, followed by Danessa Tekmansky, followed by Tracy Kay. Rong Zhao? Okay, Danessa Tekmansky, and then Tracy Kay and Rhoda Fry. Welcome, Danessa.
Hi, my name is Danessa Tekmansky. I'm a 32-year resident of Cupertino. I wanted to say congratulations to Kitty Moore and to Ray Wang. I'm so happy. Just a funny little thing I wanted to remind Kitty of. I met you about, 8, 9 years ago, and we were standing in this very room waiting to go up and speak at orals. And Kitty said to me, "Oh, my knees are knocking. I'm so nervous about going up and speaking in public." Look at you now, girl. You go. There just really aren't enough positive adjectives in the political dictionary to describe you. You're brave, determined, dedicated, honest, strong, unwavered by adversity, definitely, hardworking, way above the call of duty, and I've come to see those same qualities in Ray. So I'm so happy to have you. I'd also like to say that, and thank you so much for your service, I'd like to see Liang Chao as our next mayor and Kitty Moore as our vice mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Danessa. Next we have Tracy Kay, followed by Rhoda Fry, followed by Alongo Ganga. Welcome, Tracy.
Thank you. Tonight I wanted to just take a few minutes to express my gratitude to Kitty Moore and Ray Wang for running for City Council this year and really taking up the mantle of public service. We are really lucky to have you serving Cupertino. So Kitty and Ray are both kind of staying up around the clock to look up for our city. As you dig into financials, local regulations. For Kitty, you take the time to understand every last detail. and you approach your work with the most humble mindset that you can always learn more. And we're so lucky to have a council member that is willing to take SQL classes, read books about government accounting and investment policies, just to serve us better. And then Ray, we're also, so lucky to have you. I trust that you will look out for our city also while we sleep. If you've seen Ray's schedule, it is literally packed, but he still finds time to support our city. He is at the core not only an incredibly hardworking person, but also a mission-driven one. We are so lucky that he's already putting time and energy to attending many meetings with the community and thinking strategically about how we can change our city for the better. And I look forward to seeing both Liang Chao and Kitty Moore eventually in whatever order as mayor of the city. And we're very lucky that, congratulations, I look forward to the next 4 years.
Thank you, Tracy. Next we have Rhoda Fry, followed by Elongo Gonga, followed by Shani Kleinhaus. Welcome, Rhoda.
Hi, I'm Rhoda Fry. I'm a 40-plus year resident of Cupertino, and I want to thank the current council members and future council member for their past service and their future service. It would be logical for Liang Chao to be mayor because she served as my vice mayor not once, but twice. But you know what? It's not 3 times? Oh, I apologize. Okay. I got to work on my math skills. Anyway, there you go. So it's a no-brainer. But you know what? It's not up to me. It's up to you guys. And this is your first very important decision, and I know you're qualified to make that decision. And I trust in our city council to do what is best for our city. So I thank you very much.
Thank you, Rhoda. Next we have Elongo Gonga, followed by Shani Kleinhaus, followed by Philip Nguyen. Welcome, Elongo.
Good evening, council members, and good evening, Mayor. I'm Elongo Gonga, Cupertino resident speaking for myself. First, I would like to congratulate the Councilmember Moore and Councilmember-elect Ray Wang. People of Cupertino know what you stand for, and they have spoken with a clear mandate to put residents first. So I would request the council to, in going forward when the policy is to put the Cupertino residents first above all. I also thank the outgoing Councilmember Hung Wei for her service, and I wish her well. Now, I would like to have the City Council to elect Liang Chao as the mayor and Kitty Moore as the vice mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Elongo. Next we have Shani Kleinhaus, followed by Philip Nguyen, followed by Ravi Kiran Singh. Welcome, Shani.
Good evening. I'm Shani Kleinhaus, representing the Santa Clara Valley Bird Alliance, used to be the Audubon Society until recently. I would like to congratulate Kitty Moore and Ray Wang, thank Hung Wei for her long service, as well as Liang Chao, Sheila Mohan, and J.R. Friend for their ongoing service. Our organization is at McClellan Ranch, as you all know. Many of you have visited, and if not, please do. We have the pleasure of providing service to this wonderful community, children, adults, old people. We take them on bird walks, and we show them all the lovely, lovely things that Cupertino has to offer. So thank you, all of you.
Thank you, Shani. Next we have Philip Nguyen, followed by Ravi Kiran Singh, followed by Angan Das. Welcome, Philip.
Hello, Mayor, City Council, and City staff. I'd like to commend this current council for their achievements over the past 2 years. I'd also especially like to thank outgoing Councilmember Hung Wei for their many years of service. This council has done a great job practicing good, efficient governance, dealing with $70 million loss in tax revenue, and increasing staff morale and retention. This council has also produced a housing element that has been accepted and approved by HCD. This housing element will stop questionable builders' remedies projects while also allowing Cupertino to meet its much-needed housing needs that will boost school enrollment, support those that not only want to work in Cupertino, but live in Cupertino as well, and to smartly add density along transit corridors. With all this, I recommend that we vote Vice Mayor J.R. Fruin to be nominated and voted for mayor for this next year, with Kitty Moore voted as vice mayor. This vote will be a demonstration that this new council will be willing to listen to all its residents. J.R. Fruin is a seasoned lawyer, as well as has experience being vice mayor, and will be integral to a well-functioning Cupertino City Council. Thank you.
Thank you, Philip. Next, we have Ravi Kiran Singh, followed by Angan Das, followed by Luis Sidati. Ravi Kiran Singh. Okay, Angan Das. And then Luis Sidati. Welcome, Angan.
Hello. I have a few hats, like I work at Apple, I'm a Housing Commission member, I'm a Cupertino resident, but I'm here today as a human being before anything else. And as a human being, I wanted to congratulate Hung Wei, because I think she's having some tough times with her health, and the fact that she won 7,000 plus votes without being here speaks a lot. Similarly, I would like to congratulate Kitty, because I think 10,000 plus votes set a new record in many fronts. And similarly, we also have Ray Wang. Though you won by 60 plus votes, to me what matters is not 6 or 60 or 600, because the result would be the same. So congratulations to all the new coming members, as well as to the outgoing members. Secondly, I think I would not ask you all to put residents first, because I believe you will do so anyways. It's a part of your job. It's just that you might differ in opinions about what is good or what is not that good. But finally, we all need to come to an agreement. The other thing is that today, we won't go into anything like I need this or need that, because we have the next 4 years to do so. Today is a happy day. So I would like to congratulate again all of you on this great thing. I look forward to more collaborative efforts from these meetings, and let's see how the year rolls. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Thank you, Angan. Next, we have Luis Sidati, followed by Clay Hale, followed by John Ishio. Welcome, Luis.
Hello, I have a question. There were two speakers that unfortunately couldn't be here in person. One of them is sick and didn't want to spread her germs to everybody here. So she sent her email to me to ask me to read it for her during public communication. And I also got a second email of the same thing. And we'll keep it to 90 seconds for the reading of each email. Would that be all right?
So, I mean, the emails can be submitted in written communications, but you have 90 seconds.
So I was planning to forward the emails to the city after I read it.
Yeah, they can be submitted as written communications, but you have 90 seconds today.
I'm a little confused, but I'll make my speech for 90 seconds.
Video, please reset the timer.
Oh, could you reset the timer, please? Okay. What? Excuse me. Come on, let's be fair, people. Okay. I want to thank the good work by Hung Wei and the council in the last 2 years. Accomplishments include producing a successful housing element accepted and approved by the HCD, no grand jury reports, no litigation halting the Valco empty 52-acre lot from being developed at last after 10 years, and successfully adjusting our budget and city operations to the loss of tens of millions of sales revenue. Congratulations to Kitty Moore and Ray Wang for being elected in a hard-won election. There should be transparency. This is a campaign promise of Better Cupertino. Some previous speakers referred to a smear campaign against Ray Wang, but there were only facts from the historical record, not fabrications regarding Ray Wang's record. So let's be real. Transparency is required from everyone, including Better Cupertino and the Better Cupertino council members. 67 votes, and or 63.7% of the votes won the two new Better Cupertino council members. There are 57% of the residents who voted for other candidates. This new council majority should listen to all the residents, not just the 43%. A sign that the new council is willing to listen to all the residents would be electing J.R.
Thank you. That is your time.
As mayor.
Thank you. And next we have Clay Hale, followed by John Ishil, followed by Sujatha Venkatraman. Welcome, Clay.
Greetings, Mayor Mohan, Vice Mayor Fruin, council members. My name is Clay Hale, trustee for San Jose Evergreen Community College District, but here speaking as an individual. I urge you to select JR as Cupertino's voice for mayor. I have witnessed JR's ability to bring people together and lead with integrity, which makes him the leader for Cupertino's needs. His selection would make history as Cupertino's first gay mayor, sending a powerful message to LGBTQ+ youth that they lead, inspire, and shape the future. I encourage you to make a choice that reflects progress and precedent for Cupertino by selecting Vice Mayor Fruin for mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Clay. Next we have John Ishil, followed by Sujatha Venkatraman. Welcome, John.
Good evening, and greetings, Mayor, Vice Mayor Fruin, and council members. My name is John Ishii. First, congratulations to the council member Moore and newly elected City Council Member Wang. Your leadership as a collective whole marks an exciting chapter for Cupertino. I'm here to voice my strong support for Vice Mayor J.R. Fruin as mayor. With a proven commitment to collaboration and a vision for more inclusive and a sustainable Cupertino, J.R. is the leader we need to bring us together and move this great city forward. Let's work as a team to build a stronger future, solutions, and results for all residents, students, and businesses. I encourage you to make a historical step forward and together and support J.R. Fruin as mayor to empower and lead Cupertino for 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Next we have Sujatha Venkatraman. Welcome.
Good evening. My name is Sujatha Venkatraman, and I'm the Executive Director of West Valley Community Services, a local community-based organization serving the most vulnerable in Cupertino. Today, I would like to start by thanking Councilmember Hung Wei for her leadership and continued community support. She has shown to many of us how you build an inclusive community with partnership. I also want to take this moment to thank Mayor Sheila Mohan for your hard work and efforts in doing the same by building partnership with CBO. Congratulations to Councilmember Moore and Councilmember Ray Wang. I am hoping that we will continue to build on the promises of building an inclusive community, a community that has affordable housing, and a community that thinks about the most vulnerable residents and keeping up with safety net. And then I hope today that you will all vote to keep up with the Cupertino tradition. Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor, no additional requests submitted before the deadline.
Okay. Okay, so that concludes the public comments section for this evening's agenda. And thank you to everyone who showed up to get their voices heard. We have certainly listened, and it's been an educative and entertaining hour or so. Let's move on to the next item on the agenda, which is the election results. And Madam City Clerk, I'm going to defer to you on this. Let me just read out the subject of this agenda item. It is the statement of results of the general municipal election held on November 5th, 2024, and declaration of candidates who received the most votes and were elected for the position of City Council member. And the recommended action is to adopt this resolution stating the election results for the general municipal election held on November 5th, 2024, and declaring the candidates who received the most votes and were elected for the position of City Council member. Madam City Clerk.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening. Good evening, Vice Mayor and council members. I'm pleased to announce the results of the general municipal election held on November 5th, 2024. The City of Cupertino conducted an election to elect 2 city council members for full four-year terms. The Santa Clara County Registrar of Voters has conducted the official canvass of the returns and certified the election results. The final draft resolution showing the contest total of votes cast in the city and the total number of votes received by candidates. The statement of votes and certificate of election results for the contest were included with the publication of tonight's agenda, which was published on December 9th. The total number of votes cast in the city was 25,810. The candidates who received the most votes for the position of council member were Kitty Moore with 10,348 votes cast and Ray Wang with 7,643 votes cast. The recommended action before you this evening is to adopt resolution number 24-115, accepting the statement of votes and certificate of election results, and to declare the totals to be the results of the election.
So we need a motion, right, Mr. City Attorney?
That's correct, Mayor. If there's, I would recommend asking for a motion at this time, and then if there are any comments from council, taking those.
Okay, are there any comments from council? Councilmember Moore?
Pardon, I move the recommended action.
Okay. Councilmember Chao?
I second that.
Okay, so we have a motion and we have a second, and let us...
Can I make a comment?
Sure, go ahead and make a comment.
Just a minute. Sorry, I can't find my comment.
We could make it later.
I can make it later.
Okay, so we have a motion, we have a second, and we have to do the roll call vote, Madam City Clerk.
Yes, Mayor. Councilmember Chao?
Aye.
Councilmember Moore?
Aye.
Councilmember Wei?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Fruin?
Aye.
Mayor Mohan?
Aye.
The motion carries unanimously.
Okay, moving on. This section is a recognition of outgoing council members. In this case, it's Councilmember Hung Wei. Madam City Manager, is there a video that?
Yes, Mayor. Video has we have a video to share. Video, would you please cue the item?
I will well faithfully discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter for the city of Cupertino.
Congratulations, Mayor Hung Wei.
We are a city part of the greater Silicon Valley. Partnerships matter. We make things done, we move forward with partnerships around our city. I always want to say we're south of Sunnyvale, west of San Jose, north of Saratoga, and to the west we have beautiful open space. That is unique in Cupertino. We are part of Cupertino. Let's feel safe and call Cupertino home. This festival season is a time for our community to come together to celebrate the spirits of unity, kindness, and generosity. The twinkling lights that we're going to see tonight symbolize not just the upcoming holiday season, but also the light that each every one of us carry in our heart and brighten our community together. I want to repeat what honorable is for elected officials. An honorable elected official is not a description of that person. It is a demand from all of you, from the public, for all the elected officials to think honorably, to say honorable words, and to vote honorably. I always do what I love to do, so council work is not work for me. I'm doing something I love to do. So thank you so much for your support and for your encouragement and for all of your love.
I would like to take this opportunity to formally thank Councilmember Wei for her leadership, her thoughtfulness, and dedication to her work on the council over the past 4 years, and the countless contributions she has made to the city of Cupertino. Councilmember Wei has been an integral part of the Cupertino community for more than 30 years, actively engaging with various local nonprofit organizations and serving on multiple boards. Her deep-rooted commitment to our community truly shines through her work. She was elected to a council in 2020 and embraced the role of mayor for 1 year. Throughout her tenure on this council, she has worked tirelessly to advocate for housing for all residents of Cupertino. Councilmember Wei has shown the ability to make difficult decisions. She prioritized balancing fiscal responsibility with our community's needs while also supporting city staff. Beyond her official council duties, Hung Wei has always been more than just a voice in these council chambers. She has been a constant and uplifting presence in our community. Whether at town halls or community events or even the annual Big Bunny 5K, she is a well-known and respected leader in Cupertino. Her approachable nature and commitment to listening to constituents have made a significant difference in building trust within our community. Councilmember Wei, as you embark on your next chapter, we want to express our heartfelt wishes for your health and well-being. Thank you again for your dedicated efforts. Wish you all the best for the future. In recognition of Councilmember Wei's 4 years of service on the council, staff has prepared a gift to bid her farewell.
Yes, Mayor, we have a gift that we will send to Councilmember Wei in appreciation of her service and in appreciation of working with her for the past 4 years.
Okay. And thank you to Assemblymember Ahrens for recognizing Councilmember Wei this evening. I hope you saw all of that, Councilmember Wei. Okay, Councilmember Wei, did you want to say, make a few comments?
Thank you, Sheila, for this opportunity. I want to really personally thank the Cupertino community for the support during my medical journey. You know, while I was in El Camino Hospital or Valley Medical Center or Stanford Hospital, more than 90 people signed up to bring healthy meals to me Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And those were the love that I received. And I want to say thank you so much for the community support and love. And I don't know if I could have survived the medical journey without those kind of love. You know, it's like when people come visit me, they see me, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. They said, don't worry, just close your eyes. We'll be here when you wake up, or we'll leave when the next people come. So then I can take a nap and really feel that I was surrounded by love. And so thank you so much. This is the time for me to thank the community for all your support through this challenging time in my life. And I really want to say, you know, Cupertino is my home. When I sit on Panera Bread, drinking coffee, Stevens Creek Boulevard is my Champs-Élysées. And when I see sunset and sunrises in Cupertino, these are our sunrise and sunset. So Cupertino is my home. And I thank Cupertino for adopting me as a resident in Cupertino. So this is not goodbye. I'm going to come back. And I love Cupertino. I will never leave Cupertino. So thank you so much for the time to say my thank yous.
Councilmember Chao.
Hi. Councilmember Wei, it's really great to see you on Zoom today. I'd like to thank you for your service since you were on the high school board and also continued in the city council. Although we disagree a lot on a lot of the policy issues, but I think you are a role model of community volunteers. You not only volunteer in the Rotary Club, in a lot of community groups, sister city, friendship city groups. I can see that you have deep root in many of the organizations. So I think there is a lot all of us can learn from you. We hope to see you soon and then continue to form our relationship. And yeah, so really glad to see you today.
Councilmember Moore.
Thank you. I want to echo everything that Councilmember Chao said. Thank you, Councilmember Wei, for your years of dedicated service to the community. We all wish you a very speedy recovery and a happy holiday season, and also a happy and very healthy new year. Thank you so much for all that you've done for our community.
Vice Mayor Fruin.
Hung, as one of those people who spent a lot of time at your bedside, I am so happy to see you looking so much better and sounding so much better. It's good to have you all back. I'm not given to long speeches, you know that, but you really are an inspiration to a whole host of us who probably never would have even considered running for office if it hadn't been for your example, and who would have behaved very differently in office if it, again, hadn't been for your example. I miss you a great deal. Hurry up and get all the way better and come back. There's an empty space at my mahjong table, and it's waiting for you.
Oh, Madam City Clerk, do you need to do something?
Yes, Mayor, just symbolically to bid farewell to our Councilmember Wei, I would like to request that the video moves Councilmember Wei from the panelist group remotely to the attendees group.
Is that
okay? Yes. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, moving on. The oath of office of recently elected council members. Madam City Clerk.
Yes, Mayor, I would like to ask the candidate who received the highest amount of votes, re-elected Councilmember Kitty Moore, to the front of the dais to receive the oath of office. I have the honor of administering the oath. Please stand on your mark. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Catherine Corzin Moore.
I, Catherine Corzin Moore.
Do solemnly swear to support and defend.
Do solemnly swear to support and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
To the Constitution of the United States.
To the Constitution of the United States.
And to the Constitution of the State of California.
And to the Constitution of the State of California.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation.
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter for the city of Cupertino. Congratulations, Councilmember Moore.
Thank you.
And now you may return to your seats. And now I would like to request the candidate who received the second highest number of votes, Ray Wang, to join us to the front of the dais. And I would like to invite former Councilmember Darcy Paul, who will administer the oath. Yes, thank you.
Please raise your right hand. I, Ray Wang.
I, Ray Wang.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
To support and defend.
To solemnly support and defend.
That I will support and defend.
That I will support and defend.
Thank you. The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
Against all enemies.
Against all enemies.
Foreign and domestic.
Foreign and domestic.
That I will bear.
That I will bear.
True faith and allegiance.
True faith and allegiance.
To the Constitution of the United States.
To the Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
That I. And I do have a fallback in case this were to happen. Take this obligation freely.
Take this obligation freely.
Without mental reservation.
Without mental reservation.
Or purpose of evasion.
Or purpose of evasion.
And that I will.
And that I will.
Well and faithfully.
Welcome faithfully.
Discharge the duties.
Discharge the duties.
Upon which.
I
am about to enter.
I am about to enter.
For the city of Cupertino.
For the city of Cupertino.
Councilmember Wang, may you fulfill your duties of this oath.
Thank you very much.
And now, Councilmember Wang, you may now take your seat at the dais in the seat vacated by outgoing Councilmember Wei. Back to you, Mayor.
Councilmember Chao, you had a comment?
Yeah, thank you. Found my comment. So, after being removed from committee assignments, restricted from requesting information for oversight over the past 2 years, and subjected to attacks at council meetings and in self-proclaimed news outlets, Councilmember Kitty Moore received significantly more votes than any other candidate, almost 3,000 more votes in the 2024 election, including 4 former mayors. This sets a record in Cupertino election history. This outcome demonstrates that Cupertino voters strongly support Kitty Moore's commitment to transparency, fiscal accountability, environmental protection, and sensible growth. Similarly, as a first-time candidate, Ray Wang defeated 4 other former mayors, despite having been removed from Planning Commission, being targeted by relentless negative campaigns with false information. This result underscores the community's support for race priorities for Cupertino: public safety, fiscal accountability, and economic development without sacrificing our quality of life. After 2 years of turmoil in Cupertino, I'm hopeful that together with Ray Wang and Katie Moore, we can finally restore the democratic process, which has been undermined by reduced transparency and community engagement since December 2022. The campaign promises of nearly all the candidates reflect a shared commitment to public safety, a high quality of life, and vibrant retail opportunities, and stronger fiscal accountability. With the outcome of this election, Cupertino residents are the winners, since the majority of City Council wishes to put Cupertino residents first when making decisions. Congratulations, Cupertino residents.
Okay, let's move on. The next item is the election and, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. The next item is the election and oath of mayor and vice mayor. And because I'm still mayor for a few more minutes, I get to start first. I move to appoint Vice Mayor J.R. Fruin as mayor. J.R. has been is more than qualified to be mayor, and has proven himself to be able and competent as vice mayor in the last year. I have lots more to say, but in the interest of time, I will stop there and just want to reiterate I move to appoint Vice Mayor Fruin as mayor. That's my motion. Vice Mayor Fruin.
So it's an honor to have your support, Mayor Mohan, and I really have to thank all of the people who came out tonight, who offered very kind words of support, in particular the very special testimony of my husband. People who know me like he does understand that I take this position very, very seriously and want to see us be successful together as a community, no matter our differences. And so in that spirit, I would second the motion, Madam Mayor, if you would include in it the appointment of Councilmember Liang Chao as as vice mayor, a position that she has held multiple times and can very ably discharge.
I will accept that.
Okay.
Let's, Councilmember Wei, did you want to chime in? She's not there. She's not, right? Okay, yeah. All right. No, her light is flashing.
Excuse me. So, well, there are people up here that can advise the council. Thank you.
All right. Before I take any comments, Councilmember Moore, I wanted to go ahead and vote on this, and then we can start with a new motion. So the motion is Vice Mayor J.R. Fruin as mayor and Liang Chao as vice mayor, and it's a roll call vote.
Shouldn't there be a substitute motion that should be voted on first?
We will entertain new motions as soon as this is done.
That's not following the council
You will all
procedure.
get a voice. Everyone gets to say whatever.
Excuse me. Let's speak when asked to be recognized before speaking. Thank you.
So point of order.
Right. Thank you.
Point of order. I believe according to the Rosenberg's rule, and if anyone proposed a substitute motion, that should be voted on first.
That's correct, but it does not prevent the chair from asking for the motion on the floor to be disposed of, and she can entertain new motions if that motion does not carry.
You mean the chair has the authority to change that?
It's not a matter of changing that. It's that the chair can call for a vote on a motion and then entertain new motions.
Without entertaining substitute motion?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to call for the vote.
Through the mayor, I have a question. So, through the mayor, may I ask the city attorney? So, you're essentially saying that the mayor is using her ability to call the question on this item?
The mayor is making a procedural ruling. That ruling is subject to objection and overruling by a vote of 3 council members.
So we can object and then vote to overrule it.
You could vote on the objection, or alternatively, you could simply vote on the motion that's on the table and then consider a new one after that motion is disposed of.
Okay, so I object. Do I need a second on my objection and then we vote?
I do believe you need a second on your objection.
I'll second that.
Okay, let's take a. Okay, Mayor, I believe. Excuse me. I think we've certainly been liberal with allowing people to applaud during this meeting, but I think we're at a point where we're deliberating now, and that's not appropriate. Thank you. Mayor, I believe it's time you should call for a vote on the objection.
So let me run this by you again, Mr. City Attorney. I wanted to call for a vote, and then, depending on the outcome of that vote, give everyone a chance to
Yeah, right. So you were overruled. Council chose to disregard my advice, and they're calling for a vote on the objection. So I believe you're obligated to call for a vote on the objection.
Can you repeat that?
There's an objection that to your procedural ruling. It's time for council to vote on it.
Can I ask a question?
I didn't quite get that. Are you saying that I can go ahead and...
So Councilmember Moore objected to your decision not to allow a substitute motion. So at this point, that objection is the first thing that's required to be voted on. So you should ask the clerk to call for a vote on the objection.
So in this case, Mayor,
excuse me. So we should vote on Councilmember Moore's objection.
Correct.
Okay.
can I ask a question? Is a yes to approve the objection, no to what does yes and no mean?
The objection would the objection, I believe, would allow council to move forward with a substitute motion without voting on the motion on the table.
Right.
So a vote for yes is a vote to allow a substitute motion. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
So yes is to allow substitute motion.
Yes.
Yes is to object to mayor's proposal. So yes is to follow the Rosenberg's rule.
I believe. No, it's not to follow Rosenberg's rules. It's to sustain the objection. But I believe, Mayor, believe it's time to call for a vote.
Okay. Let's call for a vote on the objection.
Councilmember Chao?
Yes.
Councilmember Moore?
Aye.
Councilmember Wang?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Fruin?
No.
Mayor Mohan?
No.
The motion the objection is sustained with Fruin and Mohan voting no.
Okay.
I'd like to, Mayor, I'd like to propose a substitute motion.
Yeah, is this the time to propose a substitute motion?
It would be appropriate for you to recognize Councilmember Wang to propose
go
a
ahead,
substitute motion.
Councilmember Wang.
I'd like to propose a substitute motion where we nominate Councilwoman Chao as mayor and Councilwoman Moore as vice mayor. Is there a second?
Moore, second.
Got the chair yet?
Moore,
Okay.
second,
Okay.
that we nominate three-time Vice Mayor Liang Chao, who's beginning her 7th year on council, and myself as the Vice Mayor.
Okay. let us vote on that again, Madam City Clerk.
Councilmember Chao.
Can I make a comment first?
Go ahead and make a comment.
Okay. I'd like to point out that Councilmember Kitty Moore, having served 4 years, has never been a vice mayor. So she deserved the chance to be the vice mayor. And I have only 2 years left on the council. So I think this is time, maybe my only chance to serve as a mayor. So I thank you for the motion and appreciate the chance to serve. Thank you.
Okay. Councilmember.
Do I? Yes on the motion.
Okay, Councilmember Wang, did you have a comment?
I do not now. Sorry, apologize. I'll take that off.
Okay. All right. So we have a motion and we have a second. Let's vote.
So
let's
this
do
is
the
the
roll call
substitute
vote.
motion, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Councilmember Chao.
Yes.
Councilmember Moore.
Aye.
Councilmember Wang.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Fruin.
Yes.
Mayor Mohan.
Yes.
The substitute motion carries unanimously.
Okay. All right. So it's the oath of office time again, Mayor and Vice Mayor.
Yes, Mayor, I would like to call both the Mayor-elect and Vice Mayor-elect to the front of the dais to receive the oath of office. Councilmember Chao, would you like someone to administer your oath of office?
Darcy.
So I would like to request former Councilmember Darcy Paul to the dais once again to conduct the oath of office for newly elect Councilmember Chao.
I stay here, right?
And I just like to request, yes.
Thank you.
Please raise your right hand. I, Liang Chao,
I, Liang Chao,
solemnly swear that I will support and defend
solemnly swear that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
from all enemies, foreign and domestic,
from all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the States of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
and
that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter. Mayor Chao, may you fulfill the duties of your oath.
Okay, and I would like to request our Vice Mayor-elect Moore to the dais. So please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Catherine Corzin Moore.
I, Catherine Corzin Moore.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
To support and defend.
To support and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
And the Constitution of the State of California.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
To the Constitution of the United States.
To the Constitution of the United States.
And to the Constitution of the State of California,
and to the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
upon which I am about to enter
for the City of Cupertino.
for the City of Cupertino.
Congratulations, Vice Mayor Moore.
Thank you.
And I would like to request that newly elected Mayor Chao have a seat at the center of the dais, and newly elected Vice Mayor Moore have a seat to the left of the mayor. Mayor Chao, you are now presiding over the meeting.
Thank you, everyone. Since I likely will only be mayor once, I have prepared a speech. Bear with me. As an introvert engineer who prefers to avoid the spotlight, a series of events compelled me to step into politics. In 2014, I was told, it's no use, it's a done deal. The council doesn't listen. But I refused to accept that. This is a democracy. I felt it was crucial to speak up for marginalized Cupertino residents, those with 9-to-5 jobs and young children like me, who often don't have time to attend council meetings. I began attending nearly every meeting, advocating on their behalf. Over time, more residents joined me, and I couldn't have persevered without the unwavering support of many, many dedicated volunteers. Even after 4 years of persistent advocacy, the council still failed to listen to concerned residents. In 2018, I then ran for the city council and was elected. I was honored to be re-elected in 2022. I didn't enter politics out of ambition, but out of necessity, because residents' voices were being disregarded. Throughout my time in public service, I have done my utmost to ensure that concerns of our community are heard and addressed. During my first 4 years on the council, from 2019 to 2022, under the leadership of Mayors Stephen, Sharf, and Darcy Paul, we've accomplished a lot. 1, we approved 2 hotel projects, each with significant community benefits, totaling nearly $2 million. Second, we approved multiple multi-family mixed-use projects with housing and retail, such as Westport, formerly Oaks Shopping Center, Marina Plaza, Canyon Crossing, Ellen Road Project, formerly Beta Brothers site, as well as the subdivision of 2 larger sites for additional 2 single-family homes. 3, we reduced the scope of the community garden at McClellan Ranch, successfully cutting costs from $5 million to $3 million, and added a satellite garden at Wilson Park. Both projects have been fully completed. 4th, we approved and constructed the library expansion to provide much-needed programming space, completing the project under budget and mostly with grant funding and federal funding. Fifth, we directed the Parks and Rec Commission to adopt a ranking system for community grants, expanding the funding categories so we don't always fund the same few groups. Sixth, for the first time ever, we allocated funding for the Historical Society as a separate budget line item, eventually signing a multi-year grant contract with them. 7, we updated the commission handbook to empower chairs to set agendas and to allow commission members to propose their own agenda items, reducing reliance on staff direction. 8, we adopted the pioneering bird safe and dark sky ordinances to protect wildlife. 9, the pond at Memorial Park, which had been empty since 2003, was finally replaced with turf to provide more space for events and sports. 10th, we completed the Ragnarok Creek Trail, opting for cost-effective unpaved design while allocating additional funding to address residents' privacy concerns. 11, we finalized the purchase of Meaty Lawrence Park from the county and adopted concept plans for its development. 12th, we finished the design of all-inclusive playground at Joliman Park with partial funding from the county. 13th, through the Legislative Review Committee, we took positions against aggressive state bills such as SB 330, SB 9, which would reduce local control, increase density, reduce setbacks, eliminate parking, and negatively impact our quality of life. 14th, working closely with our state legislators, we submitted funding requests and received funding to expand Hopper rideshare service and funding to repair our aging bridges. 15th, the Hopper, formerly Cupertino Via, was launched in 2019. Despite low ridership and pandemic challenges, the council sustained the program, subsidized it, eventually securing state funding to expand it to Santa Clara. 16th, we retained a top environmental firm to hold Lehigh Cement accountable for its pollution and to provide critical feedback on their expansion plans, playing an important role in their decision to shut down. No prior council has ever done that. 17th, we hired another top firm to ensure the county health department oversees the environmental cleanup of Valco, preventing illegal oversight by the developer themselves, Sand Hill. For the record, no council actions have delayed the Valco projects, as it follows SB 35 and does not require any council approval. 18th, we purchased the City Hall Annex at the corner of Pacifica and Torrey, improving accessibility and services for residents. 19th, we approved the City Hall renovation plan and relocated the Emergency Operations Center to the newly purchased City Hall Annex to reduce cost. 20th, we formed the Economic Development Committee, appointing Cupertino residents and business owners to collaboratively create strategic plans to boost tax revenue and better serve our residents. All of these 20 accomplishments mentioned above were completed during my first 4 years on the council, from 2019 to 2022. 2 of those years were even during the challenging COVID-19 pandemic, and that is only a partial list of what we have accomplished in 4 years under the leadership of Mayors Stephen Scharf and Darcy Paul. Interestingly, I've noticed that some former mayors who ran in the 2024 election have taken credit for accomplishments such as Hopper program and the Lehigh pollution issue, despite not even being in office during that time. I see that as a sign of approval. I thank those candidates for not only claiming credit for work they didn't do, but also for using better Cupertino talking points in their campaigns to win votes. That's yet another sign of approval. Thank you. However, what we accomplish matters far more than campaign rhetoric. When we prioritize residents, when the city staff follow the council direction, we can achieve great things, just as we did from 2019 to 2022. Some say Cupertino is divided, but I disagree. I believe everyone agrees that they support housing, as long as high-density projects are located in someone else's neighborhood. This sentiment stems from the fact that every neighborhood is already grappling with congested traffic. Given this, I'm confident that most residents oppose a massive office-heavy project that would bring 10,000 workers into Cupertino daily if they have the fact. Cupertino is, after all, a community of neighborhoods who value the quality of life. So why do people perceive Cupertino as divided in recent years? Cupertino became divided the moment the 2014 City Council voted past midnight at 1 a.m. to allocate 2 million square feet of office space to the Valco shopping mall. This decision was made despite earlier promises to residents that the meeting would only focus on the housing element. At the same time, they also removed the height limit. The 2014 City Council included Rod Sinks, Barry Chen, Gilbert Wang, Savita Vahanathan, and Darcy Paul, with Darcy Paul who casted the only dissenting vote. Through each revision, the 1.2 million square feet of retail space at Valco Shopping Mall was progressively reduced to 600,000 square foot, and then to 400,000 square foot, and then finally to just 295,000 square foot, roughly the size of the former Macy at Valco Shopping Mall. Division in Cupertino was deepened in 2017 when the then City Council refused to restore height limit at Valco or remove the massive office allocation, even after learning that SB 35 would strip the council of any decision-making authority. Former council members from 2014 to 2018 continued to promote the office-heavy Valco project as a solution for revitalizing retail, disregarding the significant traffic impacts and worsening office-to-housing balance, which further deepened the divisions within the community. Cupertino will remain divided if some council members continue to say one thing to residents while doing another. For example, advocating for a massive office-heavy project under the pretense of creating a downtown for Cupertino, all while claiming quality of life is a priority. Moving forward, I hope all Cupertino council members will do what we say and earn the trust of Cupertino residents when we campaign and when we are in office. Unfortunately, over the past 2 years, Cupertino has become more divided when the city government was weaponized to fault council members for simply asking questions or requesting documents. Transparency and accountability were eroded. For example, the Legislative Review Committee, which gave Cupertino a voice in pushing back against aggressive state laws, have been disbanded. The Economic Development Committee and Environmental Review Committee have been eliminated too. Plans to renovate City Hall for earthquake retrofit and the City Hall Annex have been halted also. The City Council has silenced the residents, cut off meaningful deliberation during council meetings, and advanced policies driven by consultants, ignoring the very people they were elected to serve. One of the most impactful decisions, the housing element, which designated 63 housing sites to accommodate almost 6,200 units, have not been placed on the council agenda for public input or council deliberation since August 2022. For nearly 16 months, the plan progressed behind closed doors despite multiple rounds of comments and revisions from HCD, until it was largely finalized in April 2024. Then the council finally had that on the council agenda. In a democracy, the process matters. Public input matters. Deliberation that considers multiple perspectives matters. Decisions should not be made in isolation, focusing solely on the outcome. Residents first. Cupertino city government must remain of the people, by the people, and for the people. As your mayor, I remain committed to transparency, community engagement, and accountability, guiding values that shape every decision I make, and also on my campaign promise. Policymaking is rarely about right or wrong, but about balancing diverse priorities and perspectives. The best policies ensure that no one gets everything they want, but everyone feels heard. Even when majority can push an item forward, it's crucial to pause, listen to minority voices, and foster consensus to build trust. This I learned from Mayor Darcy. We may not always agree on every issue, such as the debate over the massive office-heavy Valco project, but disagreement on one issue shouldn't make us enemies. The strength of Cupertino lies in its diversity, not just in backgrounds, in identities, but in ideas. By embracing this, we create opportunities for progress and for innovation. The election is over. It's time to move forward. I encourage each of you to assume positive intent and take the time to understand the others' perspectives. My challenge to you is this: reach out to someone who you've disagreed with. Find common ground, build mutual respect, even if you ultimately agree to disagree on some issues. This is the leadership I pledge to you, one rooted in understanding, collaboration, and respect. I will ensure that we put residents first. The council makes decisions based on residents' input, and that the city staff follow the council's direction without undue influence from outside special interests. Together, let's build a Cupertino where our government embodies the spirit of our people through genuine transparency, proactive community engagement, and unwavering accountability. Thank you all. Councilmember Fruin.
We've switched now.
Oh, switch. Okay, sorry. Councilmember Moore.
Great. Thank you so much for your very well thought out speech for us. I want to thank the Honorable Sheila Mohan for her leadership as mayor over the past year, and thank you for Mayor Chao for taking on this role. And as you've seen, having that opportunity to share your extensive institutional knowledge and your vision. Many thanks to everyone who participated in this election, engaging with our representative democracy and being part of We the People. Thank you to everyone who campaigned regardless of your candidates of choice, and thank you to my opponents for providing their perspective and challenges. It was a formidable field with 4 former mayors. That was possibly a first. Congratulations to Ray Wang for joining the council. We look forward to your perspective and input. Thank you for this evening to our city manager, the clerk, city clerk, video team, event coordinators, and staff who seamlessly coordinated scripts, lighting, teleconferencing, seating, and all of the details to make this and all of our city events flawless. Well done. Thank you to everyone who came out tonight to be a part of this evening. Let's look forward to 2025 with positive anticipation for happy and prosperous times for our Cupertino community. Now is the time for your city council to roll up our sleeves to serve you. Thank you all, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, Councilmember Moore. Echo everything you say. Any other comments? I would also like to thank Mayor Mohan. You have been very reasonable and very approachable, and so thank you for your service. I think we sometimes vote together and on the same side, sometimes different, and so I think that's what democracy is all about. Thank you for your service. I look forward to work with everyone on the council collaboratively together. And my first action will be I need to reach out to Councilmember Fruin to find common ground, to find mutual respect. Must be things we agree with, even though we might still come away, agree to disagree. But we'll agree to disagree respectfully. Thank you.
Mayor Chao, I believe.
And then again, I thank the staff also for a very well organized event. The next item is we will present a plaque for the outgoing mayor as a thank you service. So, should I have all the entire council come out together for the photo?
If you'd like. That is your discretion, Mayor.
Okay, you're welcome. Yes, everyone come out.
Do you want any comments? Right.
So I think I said, thank you so much for all that you do. So, I think this is yeah, it's very heavy, so heavy. So do we do this? It's heavy. It's very heavy. You want to give a speech? Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And particular thanks to Mayor Chao. Congratulations to Vice Mayor Moore and Councilmember Ray Wang. As for me, I'm gratified and humbled by the support I have received during my 2 years on this council, and especially during this past year as your mayor. I want to start out by thanking my fellow council members. I think you know them all by now, but regardless, my Vice Mayor, J.R. Fruin, now Mayor Liang Chao, Vice Mayor Kitty Moore, new Council Member Ray Wang. We have accomplished a lot together, and we have to admit that regardless of our perspectives, we have to admit that we have accomplished a lot. We all have different perspectives on any number of issues, but I have never lost sight of the fact that we all care about our city and we all want to make sure that Cupertino thrives. My special thanks to J.R. Fruin, our Vice Mayor this past year. He has been someone I could rely on consistently for candid feedback. I can't tell you how much I appreciated this and how much I continue to appreciate his knowledge of the city, his nuanced understanding of complex issues, but most of all, his friendship. I also want to thank the 3 people that we shared the dais with. City Attorney Chris Jensen, City Manager Pamela Wu, and City Clerk, where are you? City Clerk Kirsten Scorsia. I can't tell you how much I rely on you guys as well. I've always said these are the 3 most difficult jobs in the city, and I cannot imagine doing my job without you sharing in our collective pain. And City Manager Wu, I hope you can communicate my personal thanks to the staff who do so much for us and who do so much to keep the city going. It's been a true honor to me to be your mayor. Someone recently at my Chai with the Mayor meeting, which just happened earlier this week, came to me and said, "This is such a thankless job." I completely disagree. I have had the opportunity to work with kind and good and smart people in the city, members of community groups who partner with us so selflessly, and I've gotten to know so many stakeholders at so many levels who want to lift up the city. This is thanks enough, and I'm grateful to all of you for giving me that opportunity. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays to all your families. And I think I now just go back to the dais. So thank you.
So I guess I get to use the gravel for the first time. And the meeting is adjourned.